So we knew that every time Boris Johnson says the word NHS test and trace, he actually means NHS work outsourced to private companies who do the testing and tracing. He uses the name NHS to lend credibility to what is in reality a corrupt and incompetent system. Well, Sky News broke a story connected to this corruption with some executives from a private company called Boston Consulting Group, who are helping the government to set up its testing system and are being paid rates of about £7,000 a day, resulting in salaries of about 1.5 million per year. This is, of course, at the upper end of the scale, so individual consultants would be receiving a considerable amount less than this. However, consultants from a private company will be on a much higher salary than those who would be working for the public sector in a similar role. This test and trace system is one of the most expensive government programs in recent history. It currently has a budget of £12 billion, not million, billion pounds. The consultancy firm BCG is one of the most expensive and high class in the business and in the world. According to the documents seen by Sky News, the government has already paid the company about £10 million for a team of just 40 consultants who have been conducting work on the testing system from the months of April to August. Now, the cost of this work is broken down by daily rates, so this means that the government knows in advance how much they're paying each consultant per day for the work done. The firm BCG has a range of daily rates for public sector activities ranging from £2,400 a day to £7,360 a day for the most senior level consultants. The system that was rolled out by Matt Hancock and trumpeted on many occasions by Boris Johnson in Parliament under the guise of NHS test and trace has been plagued, no pun intended, with problems. A recent fiasco involving data lost due to it being sent to an Excel document that wasn't able to handle it resulted in tracers not being fully informed. So you would think after numerous disasters that the Tory government would abandon the idea of hiring private companies to do government work? Well, of course not. They are moving full steam ahead. Remember Operation Moonshot, Boris Johnson's promise to reach up to 10 million tests a day? Well, it looks like it may need to be scaled back. This was something whose feasibility I questioned at the time. However, it doesn't mean that they will stop hiring consultants for it. 165 more consultants were hired to work on the new testing scheme between now and November. 84 more consultants from Deloitte, 31 from EY, and 50 from KPMG, with another 42 roles potentially available for consultants, taking this total to 219, all being paid huge sums of money, even though test and trace is a shambles and Moonshot has exploded on the launchpad. Boris Johnson had promised that the government would reach a target of 500,000 tests per day by the end of October. Well, we're halfway through that month and test and trace is currently hitting 270,000 tests per day. However, the bigger issue is not the amount of tests carried out. The bigger issue is it working? With the pandemic running rampant and Boris Johnson unsure if he will pull the circuit breaker or go into a lockdown or just keep these half-arsed measures, he has clearly demonstrated that he is incapable of dealing with this crisis. But while testing is a disaster and the app doesn't work, it hasn't stopped the government from handing out contracts to private companies without proper scrutiny and transparency. What are these companies doing to win these contracts? And are members of government benefiting personally from any of this? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?